Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.
Hello.
Hit the
Good
wrong
morning.
Through you live.
Hello, mate.
Morning.
Morning. Butch ain't going to be saying much today because he's all sniffles and snuffles and full of some kind of virus.
I will be doing quite a bit today.
Which we hope is the right kind of virus.
I guess it helps if I get the mic closer. There we go.
There we go. I need to get me one of them setups. Don't you think?
You can have this one for points.
Be a bit more.
I gotta beat Chris out today.
Be a bit more professional. I've got my other badge on today. Look, I'll try and show it to you because this one was sent to me by Nanny Sue. This is one I was talking about that that it says on it hidden disabilities.
Oh, okay. So blue, is that a blue heart?
Blue one, yeah.
Or is it a teal?
Heart. It's weird. I'm looking at it and I'm like, why ain't my finger moving? Because that looks like it's my right hand finger, but of course it's my left.
Yeah.
And why is my right hand not working? What's going on? Why am I not feeling it?
Your camera's my camera's backwards too because this is my left.
Oh dear.
I got lag too.
Yeah, a little bit of lag. I better come on here so I can see the comments and things. So here we are, another day, another dollar. How is everybody? We're still here.
Me? I am.
All of us, we're still here. You know, what a ride it's been so far. We was talking about it yesterday with John and that yesterday. And, you know, we was talking about the issues that we've got and the issues that we face and one thing and another. And, but what came out of the conversation was like, you know, let's also not forget what we've been through over the last couple of years, what we've physically been through and still managed to get to this point. I think it's immense. I think it's incredible that we've even managed to get to this point. So just thought I'd say that. Got me Jane Austen's on today. Not that you could see them. But I do like wearing these. These are my favourite. I've lost your voice, Butch. Yeah, I can't hear you, mate.
I said, are they heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're quite heavy.
Well, it's a 2 pound coin. Yeah. Must weigh 2 pounds.
Bit subliminal. Yeah,
teespring.com/no288.
Yes. Absolutely. Hello, Ian, by the way. Ian Glenn and royalmint. And also Ian Rossiter. Hello, Ian.
Ian Rossiter's with us this morning.
Yeah, he is. So I'm just gonna
What's the points yesterday been taken away today?
Some points yesterday been took away today. Why they been took away today?
I'll go check.
Should be. Not unless you bought something. So I'm going to cover something this morning, which should just suit because Butcher's got a cold anyway. So, but I want to cover something. It's going to take me a little bit of time. I didn't really want to have to go down this road again, but it seems that I've got no choice because it's not being let go. So here's the thing. I appreciate that one or two people, I use the term, had their noses put out of joint and threw toys out of pram, one thing or another. So I realised that conversations by text messages within groups got a little bit, I won't say out of hand, because I don't even think they got out of hand, to be honest. I just think it got a bit chirpy. That's all I think. I think a couple of people got a bit chirpy and then it just sort of went poof from there. So I can't even say Oh, it was getting it got. The only thing that's got out of hand, if anything, is that group has been used for 1,000 conversations over the last 6 months that have got absolutely nothing to do with the Gruffalo or the Peter Rabbit. And whether you're one of those people that had those conversations or not in the past, not that it matters, but if you are one of those people, then just appreciate, you know, it's gone on for a long time. And if you have a chat about something, you know, 3 people could have a chat about something and put 20 messages each. That's 60 notifications. And if you've got 20 people all having 20 messages each, that's like, what's that, 4,000 notifications, 400 notifications, something like that, 400, 2020. So, and there's admins watching these groups. And admins are expected to keep the group clean. There's the one expectation you have of an admin, whether somebody's doing it for free or whether they're doing it for love or paid or whatever. They're doing it, you expect that they're going to do what it is they're supposed to be doing. Otherwise, why are they admin? If someone's an admin, they're there to keep the rules in place, keep the place in order. And the admins themselves had allowed, through no fault of their own, because we had lots of crap over Christmas. So there was lots to talk about. And I chose to just leave it alone and let it play out the way it was going to play out instead of coming down hard or anything like that. I just thought, let it play out the way it plays out. So nobody really monitored it that much. But now we are getting our house a lot more in order and things are being monitored more. And people were asked on a Saturday afternoon, please don't. This is a group for this. And in actual fact, if I remember rightly, what Lorna said was, because it was Lorna that I think first said something. Excuse me. Hi, Judith. What Lorna said was something along the lines of, can you please keep this chat to coins? Now, if it had been me doing that, I didn't, like I said, I sort of stayed back a bit when I've got people adminning and stuff. It's not right for me to go in and do things when they're adminning. I leave it up to them. But she said, can you keep this to do with coins? Now, I would have said, can you please keep this to do with the Gruffalo and the Peter Rabbit? Because that's what you're here for. You're all here for one reason and one reason only. You're only in this group, this WhatsApp group. You are only there to make the communication easier between me and you and each other on putting out the Gruffalo 50p and the Peter Rabbit 50p. I'm giving you a free coin with a COA and you are taking your time up and going out and putting the coins out. And that's why those people are in that group. They're not there to talk about the shopping. They're not there to talk about whether or not Chris has managed to find potatoes in Sainsbury's this morning. They're not there to talk about whether or not Ian's had a pizza last night and what topping he had on it. And they're not there to talk about football or anything else for that matter. They're there. You're all in that group to help a single aim, which is putting out these coins into the public domain. Now, all the members of this group, which totaled a lot, by the way, and has now dwindled down to 35, but it totaled a lot more. People in this group have got the ump with all these conversations because they're getting all these notifications on their phone. They don't want it. You know, some people are at work. It's all right for people that are at home all day, but some people are at work. They don't want to see notification after notification, like ping, 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 ping. So then they turn the notifications off because they make it silent because they don't want to see all of that going on. And then they miss an important message because I might send a message out and they'll miss it because other people are talking about chips and cricket and whatever. So it was mentioned, can you keep it about coins? And that upset a couple of people. It upset a couple of people to the point where Lorna essentially, in my understanding, Lorna received a mouthful. And I thought that was wrong. And then Chris came in afterwards, couple messages, and that he came in and said, no, hang on, this is not right. Keep it. It's got to be kept towards, and that still wasn't good enough for a couple of people. So I came in and then I did the video and I put it in a way that made people understand. Whoa, hold on a minute, I said. you're not thinking. Because when you're having these conversations about your chips and about what tablets you had last night and about whether you farted last Thursday, when you're having these conversations, you're not realizing that somebody is monitoring all of that for you, because you want to be able to have these conversations without these idiots coming in writing racist and nasty language and trolls. Because you'd have the ump with the admins if those people were coming in there. You'd be saying, well, why aren't the admins getting rid of them? So you're expecting them to read all of these messages that are coming in all of the time. And it's just not fair. Just not fair. Not thinking about that. And that's what I said on the video that I sent out to everybody. I went, whoa, hang on a minute, you're just not thinking here. You know, this has been going on for a long time and enough's enough. Fizzy pop bottle, filled up. No, enough. They've quite rightly drawn a line. And if I'd have been them, I might have drawn it earlier. But they've quietly got to their point and gone, no, enough is enough now. I don't want to be sitting here on a weekend, on a Saturday, adminning stuff that I am not interested in. They're sitting there at home, Chris and Lorna, thinking to themselves, they must be, I don't know, I've not asked them this, but they must be sitting there at home thinking, do you know what, I signed up to LPN with his coin group. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up to be disturbed on a Saturday evening with all of this rubbish. So, you know, don't want it. Now, I then came in and said, look, I'm on the phone. I can't, you know, if you want to talk about football, go join a football group. And I was a bit short and sweet and said, I'm on the phone. And one of the people didn't wait for me to get off the phone. They left a message and then they stormed off in protest. And you know I'm talking to you because that's what you wanted me to do. You wanted me to address it today. So I'm doing so. So you went and wrote a note and then stormed off, knowing that I was on the phone and knowing that I could not answer you like that. So you got the ump and you buggered off. Now, sorry, Saturday evening. And you want to get the ump because I'm not there immediately? Nah. I'm not jumping into that kind of tune. Neither's Lorna, neither's Chris, and neither's Butch. None of us are. No. You don't pay us enough for that. No one does. Not unless you're someone who pays a lot of money and puts like 10 grand a month in, then we might jump a little bit to your tune. Right? So that annoyed me straight away because you've not even waited. You've not even given me patience. And then your parting comment on leaving was something along the lines of, let's all go off to Dean's group. Now, that comment alone was like you choosing to go, do you know what? I've got the ump, and on my way out, I'm going to chuck a grenade. And I think that was out of order. And it causes a problem because now there are people looking at that and go, oh, hang on a minute, what's that all about? What? Why is that? Why are they mentioning Dean's group? Is there a problem with Ian and Dean? Oh, no. Now there's a problem with Ian and Dean. What's the problem with Ian and Dean? Oh, I better go and ask so-and-so. Now we've got rumours flying around. What's the problem with Ian and Dean? Ian and Dean? There's no problem. There's no problem with Ian and Dean. Butch goes over there and mods for Dean. Dean comes on after our show. There's no association of that, but there's no issues with me and Dean or Moira. Or
I try to mod for Dean. I normally don't make it over there till the end of his show.
Okay. Yeah. So there's no problem with Dean, but all of a sudden a problem has been caused between us and Dean simply by someone going and leaving that message. Well, we're all out of here then. Let's all go over to Dean's group. As if there's some kind of something going on. There's nothing going on. I don't go for divisions and all of that. I don't like it. I like it that that people can just go and watch what they want to watch and all the rest of it. And I don't mind helping other coin tubers like Dean, etc. And I'm not going to allow someone else to cause a problem and put a pointy stick between me and Dean. No, there is no problem. And Dean's name did not need to get mentioned. It's only because you become a moderator for Dean's group, suddenly you want to cause a division. No, because you've got the ump. No. And then after that, you've then gone on to Discord and you've gone on to disrespect Lorna, on Discord, to the point where Butcher's stepped in, and Butcher's now got angry, and he's now got annoyed because this has gone on for quite some time, and he said 1 or 2 naughty words and threw you off of Discord. Now, naughty words. Do I condone the fact that Butch has said a couple of naughty words to a customer? No, I don't condone that. I don't condone anybody saying naughty words to a customer. However, if I just berated Butch for that and said that was really naughty, Butch, you shouldn't do it, full stop, that makes me a hypocrite. Because we all know Ian's pop bottle got a little bit filled up one night, and Ian went a little bit off his trolley one night, and Ian said a few choice naughty words one night. So I've got no right to be hypocritical against anybody else for them having their fizzy pop bottle filled up. Everybody knows automatically. Butch already knows. He doesn't need me to tell him, and so does Lorna, so does everybody else, and so do you. You all know I don't like the naughty words on air. We all use the naughty words in private. I don't like the naughty words on air, and I try very hard not to say them. But I'm not in control of every single person on the planet. They do what they want. So what I'm saying is buttons were pushed, and you've pushed buttons. Now, up until this point, you might still feel umbrage, and you might still feel that we're in the wrong. So I'm just going to explain something else before I come off of this subject, right? We've all seen the films and the TV programs where you've got this windy road all the way around these mountains, and you've got all the mountains on one side of the road, and on the other side of the road you've got nothing. You've got like thousands of feet drop all around. We've all seen those films, right? And hurtling down this mountain is this dirty, great 50-ton lorry. And I'm driving that lorry, and we're coming down that mountain, and we ain't got no brakes. And whilst we ain't got no brakes, we've got a flat tire. And we are not out of control yet, but we are getting close to it. And I'm there in the driving seat fighting with this wheel. But things are so tough. I've also got Butch in the cab with me, and I've got Lorna and Chris in there with me, and we're the 4 of us, and others, and I've got the cab is full up of people grabbing hold of that steering wheel, trying to keep that lorry from going out of control. We are going at 1,000,000 miles an hour down this windy road, right? And our lorry is not quite out of control, but you all know that we are getting there, and we've got people getting in the way. Sorry, no, get out the way. Get out the way. Don't hinder us. Don't stand there for 1 second getting in our way and hindering us. I ain't got time for this. 6 months ago, if this same problem had come up, I might have dealt with it differently. But I'm sorry, if this problem comes up and you're not somebody that's putting $5,000 a month in my pocket, then get out of the way, because we don't want to run you over. Get out of the way, because we ain't stopping. We've got a business to run. We've got a business to save. We've got jobs to save. People's lives are on the line here. And I am not stopping, not for a second, to deal with trivia and benign and silly and people getting the wrong end of the stick and people going off half-cocked and people getting the and pride getting in the way. I've got no pride left, hardly. I think I've done it all on camera. And when I'm wrong, I will put my hands up and I'll say, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. The only thing that I will apologise for is that naughty words were said. I am not apologising on behalf of Butch. I am not telling Butch off. I am saying, I'm sorry, naughty words were said. And that is the only thing I will apologise for. Other than that, I back Lorna and Chris 100%. All of this fiasco over the weekend, that really, really, really upset Lorna. And I've said so many times before, how many of our helpers, me, people, how many of us have got mental or health or disability or whatever problems, mental health problems that's come up 1,000,000 times over, right? We're a community of people here, and half of us have got mental health issues. Expect that when people have issues, they're going to go off half-cocked sometimes. But I'm keeping things focused. You know, my lorry, it needs controlling, and we're going downhill at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and we've got to deal with this. And anybody gets in the way, sorry. So please don't get annoyed and irate at the little tiddly tiny things, because those little tiddly tiny things, they mean absolutely nothing in in the grand, bigger picture of the fact that we have this 50-ton lorry and we have all got to save it. You got me? So little pithy, little silly little problems and upsets that we might have. We have our own upsets and everything else internally too. We have our own little. There's things that brown butch off. There's things that annoy me and stuff like that. But we don't take it out there, you know. And Lorna was so upset by all of this that she just wanted to. She just wants to quit sometimes. She just wants to go, look, do you know what? I've had enough. I don't want all this. I don't need it. She's not getting paid a wage. She's not getting paid to take this crap off of people and rudeness and have people have the with her. So I'm sorry. We're just not going to have that. It's like I am backing Lorna and Chris all the way on this issue. And I will back Lorna and Chris all the way on this issue. They're absolutely right. You know, and that group has now been dead quiet ever since. And the reason it's dead quiet is because if we're not talking about the Gruffalo or the Peter Rabbit, then there's nothing to talk about in that group. If the people in that group want to go and chirp about shopping, let them go and join the Tesco's group. Right? So I'm hoping I've made it quite plain. I don't want to lose you or anybody else as a customer. I think going off and deleting comments and deleting Patreon and all that and throwing all that in my face, you got the reaction you got yesterday. You want to throw that in my face? It's me doing you a favour, as it happens. So no more $3 Patreon, thanks to you. And the complaints and the upset that all of that caused over the weekend. No one else can join $3 Patreon. No one else can join $9 Patreon now. Simply because of that. I'm not having that. Neither me or Butch are going to have stuff thrown in our face when we are actually doing you the favour. When you work out what you're getting and what you're paying and what we get out of it, what he gets out of it. When you've actually worked out the pennies and the pounds, in those respects, it is us doing you the favour. Thank you, Hannah, very much. You know, people have got lives outside. You know, Hannah's got a life. She's got her daughter, and Hannah's even had it all. Had all the personal attacks and things like that. It's not needed. It's not needed. And, you know, sometimes the best way to deal with things sometimes is to actually do it with a steel and a firm hand. And just go, boom, no, not having it. You cross that line, you go. Bye-bye. You know, it has to be that way. And, you know, I'm sorry naughty words were said. I'm sorry to lose you if you want to go. But I am not.
Two naughty words, and she wasn't called a naughty word. They were just used in a 200-word paragraph.
Absolutely. I'm not even getting into
No, I'm just telling everybody, it's 2 words used in a 100-word paragraph explaining why I wasn't 100% under her control. That's it.
Absolutely. So come back if you want to back. Swallow a bit of pride. Don't worry about it. No one's going to drag it up again unless you drag it up. It's the only thing, you see. I draw lines, right? I've proved it and shown it to everybody. I draw lines and I say to people, look, there's a line. You know, we'll forget everything before then. It don't matter. And then someone drags it up, and that's when I talk about it again. Yeah. You know, we don't care. We're not interested. We don't want to know.
And I'm no longer upset about it. I've moved on. I'm good. I have a really bad cold. That's the only reason I look like this today. Yeah. And all sniffly.
No, Nanny. What it means is that nobody else is allowed to join $3 or $9 Patreon until we now have a revamp on how we're going to do it and what points we're giving away and one thing and another.
Those people who already have them and are a member, that'll stay. Everything stays.
So what you signed up for a $3 Nanny or a $9, whatever you signed up for, you're still in it unless you cancel it. You're still in it, right? But nobody else can come along now and buy a $3 one. You know.
I saw that earlier, Ron. Yes, I will send you my hat if I don't make it. It's $5 at Aldi's, or what's your guys' Walmart? It's a Walmart hat.
Hello, Isabel. Nice to see you. There's a new face. And you know, we need to be. We also need to be a little bit more. What's the word? With each other, you know, like flexible, like a bit more leeway with each other. You know, expect you're going to get these little problems. I was talking to somebody last night, and the person I was talking to last night said to me, and I say the same thing to you now, and when I say it, you're going to go, oh yeah, right. He said to me last night, Ian, you know, this happened, that happened. Ian, this is a coin community, for goodness sake. And people going off on one and all the rest of it. It's like, and he ain't talking about what I've been talking about, something that happened to him he was talking about, nothing related to this. But he was talking about something that he got involved in, and he was upset that people had basically gone off on one. And I said to him, yeah, but you're thinking of it as a coin community, and therefore it's like blowing your mind. I said, you need to come out like a video camera coming out on your life. You need to come out a bit like that and look in, because this isn't just the coin community, right? Some of you out there, you're in a bowls community, you're in a Kit Kat community, you're in a Dolls Club community, you're in a dog show community, a community where you live. If you're in no other community whatsoever, you're in the middle of a community because you've got 500 houses that are around you. And within that 500 houses around you, or your darts team, or your bowls club, all of the issues that you've seen with us over the last 6 months, you will get in any community. There is someone shagging someone else's wife. There is someone on drugs that shouldn't be. There is someone doing this. There is someone stealing from the garages. Whatever it might be, there is issue after issue after issue, and dynamics and stabs in the back and moans and groans. That's life. It's every single community, not just coins, not just coins or whatever. So we move on, join in, go and stick your comments back, send me a kiss. I'll send you one back, and that's me and you, all square. And then let's move on, right? And join the party again. That's all I've got to say about that.
Can I get a second?
Yes, you can have as long as you want, Butch.
I'm sorry for using the language with you. I stand by everything else I said, but I'm sorry for using the language. Sincerely, sincerely.
Right, there you go. So, Butch had the final word. That's it. No more to talk. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about rights and wrongs. Don't want to talk about who's. Butch has done more than I would have thought. He's apologised actually to you. So that should definitely be gone, finished. Move on. We've got lots of people coming in. We've got lots of things happening. We've got big final push going on. We've got lots of views coming in on the videos. That's going to mean more people joining the groups. Let's all be nice to each other.
I am so taking NyQuil after this. I went to bed early and I didn't take cold medicine just so I would be alert, because all the cold medicines will knock me out for like 12 hours. Yeah.
When we were talking about it yesterday, and I was saying I don't think we have that here, but maybe we do. NyQuil. It seems to ring a bell.
Oh
but
yeah. I forgot to look. It's like a half liter or a pint-sized bottle of cough syrup that you take like 3 tablespoons and you're out for 6-8 hours.
Yeah.
Just knocks you out. The everyday, I can't remember their jingle. It's got to be the same jingle over there.
Don't know. They'll tell us if they recognise NyQuil. Quite right, Ron. Sorry about that. You know, Ian is the master of making 2-minute story last half an hour.
Let's give some stuff away.
Yeah, let's give some stuff away, shall we?
Did I actually? Oh, I haven't even loaded it yet. All right.
Yeah, it is. All done, Angela.
All right. This is the 10,000 subscriber giveaway.
10,000 subscriber giveaway.
We are filtering duplicates on this one. I haven't seen Soundwave this morning. That's who we're missing. What are we doing? Waiting for a load.
Okay.
What are we typing in?
What we're typing in. So let's type in, because this is the one that we are at the moment sharing on Facebook. Right. So those people that, thank you, Logan. I love you.
Morning, Logan.
Morning, Bert.
So the one we're sharing at the moment that we're testing the waters out with for this new competition thing and people sharing to 40 groups is the Ostomate video. So Ostomate TV, because that's the one we're sharing. And that one on Facebook, on YouTube, that's up to about 400 views. On Facebook, it's up to over 5,000.
Oh, wow.
5,000 in in 48 hours. That's how good this idea can be. So if you haven't joined us on this one already, come over and join. We've got 13 people on it now.
I am in there.
You're in there too.
All right.
Estimate TV for an extra 100 points.
Oh, I can't. Yeah. I don't know why the email address is posted. Oh, she's giving it to somebody.
Please come back. Join.
Oh, Chris Dyer says you guys have NyQuil.
Yeah.
Like NyQuil. It's it's good stuff. Hey, A1, how you doing? Oh,
hit the button.
hit it.
Button. It's going to be me anyway.
Marco Silva.
Marco Silva. I don't think he's here.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not here. Look, can't see his name anywhere.
On the coin hunt is a comment.
Huh?
All right, Marco, you got 60 seconds.
60 seconds, Marco.
Let me change chat rooms real quick. Oh, that's not going to work. I got to have that in a different window. 427. He was here 3 minutes ago saying kiss, kiss.
No, I was winding him up. I knew he was here.
428. He said kiss, kiss.
Well done.
There he is. Oh, excuse me.
So I was thinking, Butch, tell me what you think to this idea. It's just an idea to ask about, right?
It was 1,100 points too.
You know when we get them to write something, 1,100 points. Well done, Marco. You know when we get them to write something. So if they're here because they've written it, and then we do the draw, because at the moment I make them say, I'm here again. Do we really need to do that if they've already written what we want them to write? That shows that they're here, doesn't it?
Oh, he did. Did he write it?
Yeah, he did.
I got to put the plus 100 down. I got you a popcoin. I saw that earlier.
If you see what I mean. It's one of the
yeah,
things
no, I totally get it. But then we have to keep track and we have to go back and look.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, we'll keep.
If they say I'm here, then we can go back and look for their name. If somebody pops up, then we have to go back and scroll through the comments and try to find out if they were here or not. Yeah,
because it could get worse when we get like 200 comments.
So it's not a sneaky tactic. You're here already. You can wait the extra 10 seconds for us or 60 seconds for us to get to the. Yeah.
Quite right.
There hasn't been anybody who's been here who's lost out on a prize because they didn't say I'm here in time.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So it's not. Yeah, nobody's lost out on it. But
yeah, everybody knows when we're doing the draw, don't go and have a cup of tea, don't they? They know, don't go and have a wee.
We knew Marco was here, and we're just giving him a hard time. Very cool. Very cool.
Start changing rules again. Too much confusion. Quite right, Angela. We'll leave it exactly as it is. Just make people say they're here. That's what we do. Okay, over on to Patreon. Now your comments have got to be related to the video.
And you have to be a Patreon member to win.
And you have to be a Patreon member.
Now you got me saying it wrong. And Busey.
I'll cover that question from Nanny in a minute. Hannah Bussy. Well done, Hannah. I reckon you'll be here. Are you here? 60 seconds. Come on, girl.
And she is a Patreon member.
Yeah.
But she typed in 110.
Typed in what?
110.
Oh, yeah, because, we've got to be, what's it called? What did I say? The word?
Whoa. I'm not allowed to say words I like to say. No, I'm joking. Related. There we go. Related. Unfortunately, Hannah, it has to be related because we turn off the comment filters. Yeah, so 110 is, if you can come up with a good reason 110 is related to this comment video, then I'll give you a half. Yeah, no.
Okay, so we have a roll over there.
The only 3-digit number I'll accept is 288.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Okay, got it.
All right. So tomorrow we will do a third giveaway at the end of the stream for Ostamate.
Say that again,
You look
sorry.
confused.
No,
Tomorrow, end of stream, we'll do a third giveaway for Ostamate TV.
Hang on. I was getting sidetracked with I was getting sidetracked a bit.
All right. You wanted to go over something Nanny Sue said?
Yeah, I did. Right, so saying the one where she says, "Same Angela," it's something about Facebook. I haven't got a clue what that is about. And what if you don't have Facebook?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Right, so this is part of that. Like I was talking about, you know, we are a lorry running out down the hill at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I can't solve every problem or everything that I want to do to please, in order to please everybody. I can't do it. So I'm aware of the fact that there's people that don't use Facebook. There are people that don't even have a Facebook account. You know, there are some people that only use Twitter and don't use Facebook. And then you have people that only use Facebook and don't use Twitter, and so on and so on. And I will do my bestest, I promise, to try and please everyone and fit everyone in one way or another, right? At some point. I just can't do it yet. What we've latched onto is I've latched onto a way of being able to get thousands of views and shares on Facebook. Now, when I come up with a way of doing it on Twitter or something like that, I will. And if this idea isn't suited to you, but you do have time on your hands and you do want to do something to help us, then get in touch and let me know. And I will try and figure out a way in which you can do something for us and earn a few points. I don't mind that. But we'll come to that one in a sec. Keep it there. But at the moment, I can't please everybody. So you'll just have to just agree to like put up with my changes and put up with my whatever's for the moment until I can get things a bit more even keel. The one thing about having all the issues that I've got at the moment is there's no way on earth I can run the business sweetly and smoothly. There's always going to be issues. I'm going to be fighting little fires left, right, and centre. So just bear with me. But for now, let's concentrate on Facebook. If you can't help us on Facebook, then don't worry about it. Just don't say anything.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. You know, we'll figure something out. But this one is just for the people that can, right? It's £250 prize money every week in points. If I'm entering the competition as well, so if I win, then I don't get the £250 of the points. I'll make it a rollover and add 100 quid to it because I've saved 150 quid that week because I won it. Right, so I'm entering the competition. So you're against me. Now, Butch enters it and he does it. He wins the points. Anybody else wins the points. Me or John are the two people that don't win the points. If me or John win it, it's a £100 rollover. So this is big money. So for big money, you've got to do something. You know, up until now, we've had a lot of giveaways where people haven't had to do much. And the one thing I've learned from all of this is that doesn't do us any favours as a business. This way, we've already got 13 people now that are ready to share any post that we give them onto 40 groups on Facebook. 13 times 40, that is 520 groups a week from now onwards, just with those 13 people. And 500 groups will mean something like 10,000 shares or more, views or more. I think your volume went, Butch.
No, I wasn't talking.
Ah.
I was checking lag. I reset. I just wanted to check lag real quick.
Yeah. No,
I'm just going by what you said earlier.
I'm supposed to comment to benefit from my Patreon membership, however small that may be, it a lot to me. Well, where you comment for that, if you're talking about the comments where you win, which is nothing to do with helping us with the shares on Facebook, if you're talking about comments where you win points just for making a comment, then you need to be going to all of the ones that we've been telling you. Big Wins TV, which is the Patreon. You know, go get a bit of paper. or I'll say it again now.
They're all
And
listed. I'll list them all in the description. I should have updated that anyway.
Yeah, the description. I mean, you know all the domains that we keep giving you, and go back on the video, rewind, and play it again.
Hold on. I can list them.
You know, but
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.
and there you are. It's that simple.
We list them at the beginning and end of every video, every show. Yeah.
They're the places that you need to go, Nanny. Now, some of those places will be just to one video. Like Ostomate TV, I think, just takes you to the Ostomate video. Whereas if you go to
Big wins.
no, that's the Patreon video.
Ian's TV. 10,000 comment.
Royal Mint.
Royal Mint News goes to the
Royalmint.tv
Royalmint.tv goes to the playlist.
goes to a playlist, Nanny. Right?
Royalmint.news.
With about 30 videos in that playlist for royalmint.tv. That one's going to have a lot of big rollovers because there's 30 odd videos to choose from, and we will pick one of those videos random and then pick a comment off that video. So you've got more than 50 videos for you to leave comments on in order to win prizes.
Now the Patreon video is bigwins.tv. That's the Patreon video.
Yeah. And every video, apart from the one that goes Ian's.tv, that's the 10,000 subscriber video, because Ian Rossiter just made a very good point. That's a 10,000 subscriber video. On that video and that video only, you can go mental. You can spam it. You can do numbers. You can do jokes. You can on that video. On every other video, every single other video, your comment must be related to the video. Right? That is simple. That keeps the rule simple. Go nuts on the 10,000 subs video. Do whatever you want on there. Butcher said he's giving you carte blanche to do anything you like. Right? What he said was, his only rule was, if you can get around the YouTube spam filters that have nothing to do with us, as long as you can get around that and your comment appears, that's fine. So there you go. Fill your boots on that one. All the others.
And I wouldn't release them until we pass 10,000 comments.
Right. But all the others must be specific.
Yep. It's all, yeah.
And so if you leave 50 related video comments on a video, 50 or 100 or 200, and every single comment is related, it counts.
It just has to stick. It just has to stick. It has to be close. I have a very vivid imagination, and I will be very flexible with it, but it has to be close. I mean, yeah.
Hannah says, because Ian would like us to donate 110 a month. Well, I mean, if you're talking about what I'd like you to donate.
That came in like 10 minutes ago during the Patreon conversation.
I'd rather have an extra zero. I'd rather, if you're talking about what I'd like you to donate, I'd rather you put an extra 0 or 2 on, but you know.
Yeah, the 110 was the monthly. Yeah. That's cool.
Absolutely, Nanny.
Right.
The only difference is the subs video is the one that doesn't have to be related. All the others have to. So you're quite right. Matt C, you know, things like that ain't going to be happening for a little while. Like I say, you know, our lorry is doing 1,000,000 miles an hour down this bloody hill type thing. So there's all sorts of little things that I'd like to be doing that I ain't got time to do at the minute. They've just got to wait. You know, there's a lot of work that's got to be done on relisting an awful lot of stuff.
There's going to be a reset. Maybe that's the best way to say it. Reset.
A reset.
Once we catch up. Yeah, clean up and get everything re-inventoried and reset.
Yeah, it's like you know, like any other business, right? This is going to be a silly example, I know, and I might be digressing, but there's all sorts of jobs that you have to do. So you need a car parking attendant, and you need somebody to sweep the floors, and somebody to wash the windows, and all the rest of it. And it's like trying to do all of that and keep everything going while the building's on fire. You know, there's an awful lot of stuff that you go, look, don't bother cleaning them windows. There's no point. Don't bother doing that. There's no point. Let's concentrate on the bigger picture first. And that's what we've got to do. We've got to concentrate on the bigger picture, and then we'll bring all the little bits and bobsies back.
Yeah, we got to get rid of part of the overhead.
Yeah. Right
Fees.
And another thing about the auctions and the points and one thing and another, I know that doing what we're doing now is going to upset, if that's the right word. There's going to be a few people who get a bit upset because they haven't won. Oh, I haven't won. Oh, this person's they're always outbidding me. Oh, that person's got more than me. Oh, Butch will always have more than me. I mean, that is the complaint that we are going to get again and again and again. I know, and you always get that because Butch is going to be the one that's probably got more points than anybody
I don't
else.
spend my points like I have enough to get anything I want.
Exactly.
So
because what little I am paying Butch, I'm paying him in points. So he will have more points than a lot of other people. But he's not greedy. He's shown that. He will bid up to a bit on a thing, and then he'll back out. He'll go like, no, that's it for me, and let someone else have it, right? And even if he does overbid on something, well, then he's overbidding. So I'm taking a big chunk.
Most people win their points, or they get their points by making purchases. So those are two easy ways to get points. I actually earned my points. These are like cash to me. So I treat them like that.
Yeah, that's a big thing, big difference as
well.
well.
I shouldn't say I earned my points. That sounds condescending. Yeah, I mean, you guys earn points too, but I mean, this is my salary. It's my salary.
Yeah, the way you put it is quite right. It's your salary. So, you know, it's different. Somebody else.
I don't want to spend 500 pounds on a silver coin.
No.
Yeah. I'll let you have it for 300.
But it will all come right in the end. That's the point. It will all come right in the end. And those of you that perhaps ain't winning at the moment and can't win a couple of these auctions, you will. You know, you'll have it off. Your name will come up one day and suddenly there'll be X amount coming over to you. And then, you know, you'll have something to play with. So everybody is getting a bit of this. It's just that not everybody's going to get it all at once. I think that's a socialist view in it. We ain't socialists.
I don't even think we're democratic. What would we call ourselves? Dictators?
I actually call myself a capitalist socialist. I don't know if that's a term that exists, but when I have conversations with Fran, who's very political, and she's very political minded, she was brought up in it. Her dad was an MP and that kind of thing. So, I look at it as like in that way, really. You know, what did I call myself? Just went out of my head now.
Oh, I just spaced off. I have no idea. I was trying to figure out what MP stood for.
Member of Parliament.
Oh, okay.
So for you, it would be a
senator, or a congressman,
congressman. One of those, senator or congressman.
So write the laws or enforce the law.
Yeah.
Do they write the law or enforce the law?
I think the House of Lords writes the law, and the House of Commons enforces it.
Okay. I think that's the way it works.
I think that is because what I do know is if you get a petition together, I don't know what it's like in America, you might have something similar. If you get a petition together and you get more than 100,000 signatures on that petition, then the law is they have to debate your petition in the House of Lords.
No. Yeah, we have nothing like that here.
So
you elect a couple of people from your state and you beg them to bring it up.
Well, with the advent of the internet, I mean, in the old days, you literally had to get 100,000 signatures on bits of paper. It was really difficult. Now, you can get 100,000 signatures, a piece of cake.
Yeah.
So I should imagine the House of Lords is
I have,
quite
yeah.
that time.
It's all convoluted to me. I love watching American politics on YouTube just because I consider it my dramas, my soap opera, my housewife movies. Just watching them debate back and forth and just argue, and I just find it funny. I'm not political, but I enjoy watching them make
You
fools
watch
of
it.
themselves.
I watch a little bit of the American news every night. I can't handle it too much.
So you have, I don't know, I think this is Parliament where they have the almost like bleacher seating, and then down in the center they have some more seating with a table, and they stand there and do their debate at the table.
Yeah.
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 Those are fun to watch.
And there's a special place because you're not allowed to take weapons in there, right? You're not allowed to take swords in there or anything like that. So there's a special place just outside for you to leave your sword.
Like a locker?
Like not even a locker, I don't think, like a place. Yeah.
Like an umbrella stand.
Yeah, a special obviously it must be controlled by somebody. So maybe like a cloakroom where you give it to somebody behind the counter. But
it's a House of Parliament. You don't trust people with your sword out front?
There's a special place in there for you to put your sword because you're not allowed to take it in with you, right? And there is at least one MP that exercises that right. So he turns up every day with a sword. And he's
so British. I knew. I was just going to ask. I said, and I bet you there's one that still does it to this day. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Does the sword have any significance, or is it like the sword that he would normally carry for his family? Is it passed down, or am I just reading into it too much?
It might be reading into it too much because I would imagine back in the day it would have been the sword that you would wear.
So why would you bring the sword? There would be more than just the.
In order to keep it going, because the moment you have nobody ever using it, then maybe it just disappears. Then
true.
Someone closes it up because it's one of those things that never gets used. So I see the sense in that when someone.
That's awesome.
I have the right to do it. I'm going to do it to keep it alive.
We have down south, so Georgia, Louisiana, Florida, that area of the United States, they had a law on the books in a few of those states that it was illegal for you to come to church without your firearm. And this was during the Civil War time. Yeah. So if in case anything broke out, you had your firearm with you. And people were exercising that right just a couple of years ago, bringing firearms to church. There was a big uproar about it and a big yay about it all at the same time. But yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've been reading a lot of American things like, it's illegal to walk backwards and do something at the same time in a certain state. And
weird laws. City, Minneapolis, Minnesota, you cannot drive a red car down Main Street because it scares horses. Wow. And they can still enforce that to this day. So their Main Street now in Minneapolis is called Hennepin Avenue, and it gets about 1,000 red cars an hour. And really? They can give them each a 10-cent fine.
10 cents. Excellent. I love it. I love all that sort of stuff. It sort of, I don't know. It's great, and it puts things into perspective sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially when taken out of context.
Yeah.
I love taking stuff out of context.
Yeah. So let's get on to an auction, shall we?
Ooh, this would be one of the last two, or is this the last ring?
This is the last one I have for the moment, but I have some more on the way. And just answering something Chippy Doodle was asking Ian about whether or not she could get in touch with him. So if anybody wants to, don't think you're doing anything you're not supposed to do. If anybody wants to contact Ian direct and talk to Ian about making him some coins or whatever, feel free. By all means, contact him.
He's already made it clear that you can get a hold of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ron M says it's illegal to dance before a certain time in some states. And Washington, D.C. at the Lincoln Memorial, which is the back of the penny, that building. It is illegal to show emotion while at the building. Illegal to show emotion. You can't be happy. You can't be sad. If you're happy and you're dancing around, they will physically remove you.
Wow.
No emotion whatsoever. It's a federal park, and yeah.
And you can't show emotion. Yeah. See, you need some billion to to be able to come in there and say, no, I'm not having that. Let's get that door changed.
People protest it all the time, and it's not. They won't arrest you for it. But they will physically remove you from the park, which I think is completely obnoxious.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine being the copper that does that, or the security guard that does that.
Yeah.
Right, so
Ring.
Right.
My bed.
There's just one thing to do if you want to change the world. If you want to change the world, vote for Ian Lambert for Prime Minister. If you live in America, Ian Lambert for President. Right, and then we can sort all the problems of the world out.
One investment at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a 2 shillings for 1951. So 1951 would be 50 is 11, 58, 59 years.
A 2 shilling. How do you write that? It's not 2D. It's not
TWO, the number 2.
after that.
Shillings, SHILLINGS.
But there's no abbreviation for it. Like a
Bob.
2p. It's a bob.
2 bob.
I just read out shilling.
That's how I remember it, as 2 bob, 2 shillings.
Okay.
Let's see, what else were they called? 2 shillings.
Yeah.
Come on,
Bob
guys.
for a job.
Yeah, there was the Bobber job thing. But what else was 2 shillings known as? So you've got 2 shillings, you've got 2 bob.
Well, like the 3 pence, you write 3D instead of 3p.
Yeah, we used to call that the funny bit.
Yeah. So I didn't know if there was one for the 2 shilling.
Yeah, 2 bob bit, as Ron said, 2 bob bit it was called, because I remember that. Yeah, 2 bob bit it was called. 2 bob bit, 2 bob, 2 shillings. And that went into being 10 pence. So if you had a 2 shillings coin now and you took it into the bank, because you wouldn't be able to spend it in a shop, but if you took it into a bank, they give you 10p for it.
So the bank will cash in pre-decimal?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But they'll only give you the equivalent money. So if you take them in a penny, they'll give you a penny.
Yeah, face value. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Judith, yes, quite right. And Ian, quite right. There you go. A florin. So in the days of Queen Victoria.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, so when you see the word florin, a florin and a 2 shillings is the same coin.
It's the same thing, yeah.
And they used to, but in the old days, they used to say florin on the coin. It didn't, so that's why it was called a florin, because it said florin on the coin. And then they changed it to 2 shillings, and I can't tell you why. But this is a size T, and it fits almost that finger. I think I'll probably need a U or a V.
So it'd make a pinky ring.
So it made a pinky ring for me.
So I got slim hands.
That'd probably fit that finger on your hand, I would imagine.
Yeah, here, hold it up. We'll compare sizes. Where's my camera at? Yeah. I think that's a U or a V, the one I have.
I don't know what would get on my thumb.
Yeah, it fits my middle finger, but not my thumb.
Yeah.
This one does, yeah.
Anyway, so that's what we got. 2 shillings, 1951, nice chunky ring, hand cut, handmade. And it says 2 shillings around the outside, nice and clear, 1951, nice and clear. And the FID and DEF and all of that. And then on the inside, you've got George VI. Because, of course, 1951 is George VI, the Queen's dad. So, yeah, as Ian says, just email him. So if you can just send Ian Rossiter an email or send him a message or click on his name and send him a message, please do. And he'll look at making you a ring and you can pay him cash for it. Well, PayPal or whatever. But anyway, who's in with this one? Popcorn's
All
in
right.
it. There we go. So I'm going to let you do the bidding. while I go and have a quick Jimmy.
All righty. All right, we got Popcoin at 1,000. Lauren, I'll start the 20 countdown. This is for points. 1951 2 shilling or a florin copper size T George VI ring, made by our own Ian Rossiter. Oops, I'm in the wrong window. How's everybody doing this morning? My niece gave me a cold. And they all brought home lice, so that's something else to look forward to. Angela in with 2,000. My chat's a little slow today. All right. Angela in with 2,000. So ignore my 1,500. We are at 14, 13. We'll go down to 10 3 times. Twice. 2 more times. Third time, we don't stop. All right. We are at 11. Let's go with this one. Yeah, Ron, I was teasing my niece about that. My niece's kid about that. It's a good thing I don't have hair. So yeah, it's pretty short. So they're not going after me. That night I don't yeah. They have their own chairs, their own little furniture in their play area. So I'm not stuck in that area with them. So I don't have that kind of contact. But we'll find out. We'll give it a day or two, see if I get them to. And that little shampoo won't take care of. All right, we are at 2,000 with Angela. Oh, a little early for that, isn't it?
I'm going to show you something. I can't hear you. Your volume's gone.
You lost me?
Sorry. I can't hear. It's got stuck in. I was going to show you something. Look, it's a sugar plum gin liqueur. I'm not a gin person. This is something that somebody bought Fran as a present, but I just wanted to show it to you. Watch, right? And it's like a red colour.
Well, that is wicked cool.
Isn't it?
It looks like ghosts or smoky ghost floating through it.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh, you guys can get absinthe there too, can't you?
Yeah.
It looks like liquid nail polish. I mean, watered down nail polish.
Yeah, it's got some kind of glitter in.
Oh, I totally missed the auction.
Oh,
I look over and it says sold. I'm like, ah! Somebody got a good deal on the ring. Okay, Angela is the winner at 2,000. Good deal, Angela. Totally got distracted by the big jar of nail polish.
Yeah. Perhaps shouldn't have talked about it then.
No worries. Imperium, how you doing, bud?
Sorry about that. Ian, you're probably timed out there because of the auction finishing. Don't worry about it.
Some getting knocked.
Huh? Yeah, Ian. The ringmaker. Chris timed him out for a minute, but it was probably because he was leaving. He was putting a message in at the end of the auction. That's all. It don't mean anything. Don't take it wrong way.
2000.
Okay, so that goes to Angela.
Angela. Good job, Angela. Thank you for the opportunity, Ian. Rossiter. He'll be back in a minute.
We'll be back in a minute.
Hey, David. Welcome.
See you later, Sue.
Bye, Sue. It looks like they're going to be on tonight.
Oh, okay. Say hello to Katie for us. Send her a kiss. Say hello to Scott.
All right, it's 5 after.
5 after.
You ready for another giveaway?
Give it a minute to make sure that we can include Ian in the giveaway.
Okay.
Yeah, wait till when
No worries.
you come back in a minute, Ian.
Pop us up a word.
And then we'll look at that. So, what's the word that we're going to get everybody to type? So, we're going to get everybody to type. Let's get everybody to type coronavirus update TV. We'll have that one. 100 points if your name is called. Hello, RJ. That's it. And just to let you know, a little bit of reporting, a little bit of good news. Like I say, we've got 13 people in the group now with the sharing group.
You were saying that.
Yeah, and I think when I get off here, there'll be another 1 or 2 in there. So I'm hoping. So we could be up to 15 by the end of the day.
Nice.
So I think this
That'd be
is
cool.
good.
Oh. He kicked me off of Facebook. So I figured out the Facebook thing. They only allow the live video to go for 8 hours.
Okay. So we've got to do it in 8-hour slots.
Yep. So the current live stream for coronavirus has been going for 25 hours.
Yeah.
And that's only, I had to reboot my computer.
Okie dokie. That's all right. Well, I mean, maybe we can just keep it going every 8 hours or something.
Well, no, I reset it every time I see that it hasn't done it.
It just drops it out and that's it. It doesn't interfere.
Yep, and then I just reconnect it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I'll do it after the show.
Okay, so just type it in once, of course, because it only counts once. So only type it in once. Coronavirus update TV. You only need to type it in once. It's just to make sure. See, the reason I'm doing this. Remember, there was a question earlier on from Nanny, and she was saying, where do we need to go for all these to leave our comments?
Yeah.
So that's why we're using these to make you type these to get it in your mind, right?
Makes it easier.
Yeah, because coronavirus update TV, that will be another one that we will use. So get it out there because we will use it. Kobe, let's have it. How much is this one for, Butch? Oh, we're starting at 1,000 again, are we?
Yep, it's at 1,000 again. Have you seen him comment yet?
No. Ian, are you back with us?
Judith. And she's the last one to comment for me.
Oh, there she is. Well done, Judith.
100. All right.
Well done, Judith. And
Remember to give and not always take.
Remember to give and not always take. Bless you. And thank you very much for that, Judith, by the way, what we've been talking about. Brilliant. Judith and I have had a bit of a conversation, and I'm just sort of, right, so now we go on to the Patreon one. So Judith says she's here, so that's it. She's got her one. She wins whatever that was.
1,000 points plus 100 for the coronavirus update TV.
Yeah.
All right, this one's for Patreon. Oops, I forgot to undo the filters.
Yeah, this one's
No filter. And it has to somehow pertain to the video that you're posting it under. So this video is a Patreon video. So we want something to do with this video. Hannah Busey, 26. See, the last couple of days it's been Soundwave doing all the rollovers. Now it's Hannah doing all the rollovers.
Yeah.
All right. Oops. All right, Hannah. Thank you for the comment. And 26.
Cool. Brilliant.
All right. So into show, it's going to be 1,300 points. And the all will be 1,000 points again.
Yeah. That's an interesting thing that Will's just mentioned. He said the worst case scenario from the government is that 4 out of 5 people will contract the virus and 500,000 people will die in the UK.
Oh wow.
That's what they're expecting.
I know people are dying from it, but there's a lot more people getting cured. So I'm not sure if you just have to like stick it out and work through it, or I don't. From what I understand, it's just the flu, and it's affecting the elderly and people with immune deficiencies like HIV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then the way it went through China. There's our sound wave.
You see Ian's comment. See, that's what I like. I like someone to take it on the chin and go, and have a laugh with it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I like. It's great.
Hey, Soundwave, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. We were missing you today.
He's coming just in time for an auction, I reckon.
Yes.
So
we've only done one auction so far.
We've only done one auction so far.
And Ian distracted me with pretty nail polish alcohol.
Yeah, it's really good. I love this. Oh.
You said it's a brandy?
No, it's a gin.
Oh, gin.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It says
they're a gin, like sugar plum. I saw the sugar plum and I thought brandy.
A glittery tipple.
Yeah. Ooh, Ron got his Peter Pan coins. That was quick. Oh, it affects men more and unlikely to affect under 19s. So far, everybody that in the U.S. that's died has been over the age of 40.
I missed that. Sorry.
No, I'm talking to chat.
Okay.
It is the Ian show. I don't know why you'd pay attention.
I just got reminded. There's a special deal I did with
Judas?
So I do make arrangements with people. No, I have done a special deal with Judith, but that's not the one I'm talking about. I do owe actually Hannah 10,000 points. So would you make a note when you're doing the points and give it to her?
You're going to have to repeat all of that because I was not paying attention.
See, these people that don't pay attention's sake.
I heard 10,000 points and I was laughing at Nanny Sue, or not Nanny, Angel. Angela.
Okay. Get it right.
Not my points. No.
I owe Hannah 10,000 points.
Okay.
And it's something that I haven't done. So could you add that after the show? So Hannah, that what I've just been reminded for, absolutely being done, and we'll do that today. Sorry, I misunderstood. That's all. But that will be done after the show for you.
Misunderstood.
Something, yeah.
Okay.
I misunderstood something.
No worries.
Okay, so that's that, and that's that.
They're added back to your account.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I will forget that if I don't do it now.
Right.
I don't have a space to write that. So it's done. They're on your account.
Cool. Brilliant. They're in there. Thanks, Hannah.
Nanny Sue, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. And Soundwave. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel sorry.
I don't know what I'd do if I'd have to sleep sitting up. I got to be on my belly on my bed, spread out. Dog laying on top of me, ferrets laying across my head.
With maybe the one of the little ferrets curling up here. Ron's got his Peter Pan coins.
Yay. Mine are on the way. They're getting sent on the Titanic. It'll take a while.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of packages on their way.
Yeah.
Right then, so you have number 1 to
21?
20.
20.
And as usual, I'm asking every day, did anybody win and receive that picture with the steps?
Yeah.
Because I'm beginning to think I must have showed it and not given it to anybody, and we didn't auction it off, but I could have sworn we did.
I looked through all my stuff, and yeah, I don't show where we sold it. I think the first time we showed them, you gave a choice of like 3, or you showed 3, and we're deciding which one to show.
Ah, see that.
That might be where you're.
All right, let's slot him back in. So
where you're at.
I've done it for a week now, haven't I? I'll keep saying, did I? So, you know, if someone suddenly goes, oh, yes, it was mine, and I've sold it, then we'll have to give them something else.
Watch it have been me.
Yeah. All righty then. So you've got from 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 21 to choose from.
21 Olympic coins.
Mm-hmm. No. There are
19 Olympic coins.
There are 19 Olympic coins, and
There's
there are 2 coins. There is a silver W.
Oh, okay.
And there is a Alexander III Pont de Paris, Monet de Paris, which is that one with the gold on it.
Oh, that's right. That's a cool one.
That is the total coin.
Hold on. That's the one I want. I'm gonna say 11, but I mean 12. So pick 11. 12 for some reason kept popping up, but I want 11.
You want 11?
Yep.
Okay. Now, in this case, it doesn't matter that I say this because it will change for tomorrow. But you say number 12 kept popping up. Number 12 was what you should have gone for if you wanted the $10, because the $10 was number 12, $5 was number 11.
Oh no, I was thinking about the okay. Oh.
All right. So this one looks to me like rowing. Can you see him?
Oh yeah.
That one.
Let me go hunt for it.
And we're talking 1974 on the head side. 0.7 something it says, isn't it? 0.78 or whatever it was.
So that was a $5 one?
$5. And we tell everybody now every day because we saw it when Butch punched up a $10 what that we did one day. It was for sale for $200 on eBay. So you know, these are not easy to get. It's a complete set being broken up, all solid silver, 32 ounces of silver being broken up to give to you.
Yeah, Lorna, we already figured. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Lorna. Now that I read the question twice, I have no idea.
I can't see a question.
No, she did it in WhatsApp.
Oh,
You know, if you don't zoom in on the coin, it looks like he's doing the splits.
yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? It does look like you've got someone sitting there doing the splits in some way.
All right. Is that really the big one? There we go. All right, we got an opening bid of 5,000.
Oh, Nicholas Lyndhurst. So the one who's Rodney used to live in the same street as Soundwave Man. So out of Only Fools and Horses, the guy that plays Rodney, the brother, the thin one, Butch,
Yeah.
he used to live in the same street as Soundwave Man.
Oh, cool. Are you talking about Fools and Horses?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy that plays Rodney, his brother.
The kid.
Yeah, his name is
The
Nicholas.
blonde kid. Yeah.
So you got, yeah, so he used to live there. Okay,
Oh,
so
nice.
5,000 points.
I almost got run over by Nicolas Cage when I was 18.
Did you?
Yes, me and my girlfriend were up at her parents' cabin in Sun Valley, Idaho. It's a small ski resort, but a lot of celebs used to go up there all the time. And Nicolas Cage was driving around some little Porsche sports car, and I was walking across the street, and he almost ran me over.
Wow.
Stopped and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. I apologize." Da, 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 da. I'm like, "Oh, hi, it's okay." Yeah.
And we're down to 10. Can we have an advert?
Yes.
Okay.
We got Chris at 5,000. Is that where we're at?
Chris at 5,000 so far.
Oh, what happened to my window?
What's that?
Oh, I'm just trying to find the right window to bid in.
Get your bids in now. Come on. 6,000 from Butch.
Did we run everybody out of points already?
No, I don't think so. They're still there. Where are we? Got to be on the last 19 down to there. So we start at 10 again. And we start at 10 again. Last countdown, Lorna says. Last countdown, pay attentions. We're in the big time here. Remember, it's all about what's on Lorna's device.
Yes, I am not going off of StreamYards to bid. StreamYards is at 7. She's already got it sold to me. What are we at? I still got him at 5,000. Look at that subliminal 5,000. Okay, there we go. I had a 1 to that. Where's my mouse? Get in there.
Down to the last 5 we are.
Yeah, I got enough
Lovely.
zeros in.
Excellent.
That's a nice mug. Where'd you get that?
I got this mug off of a site that you fixed.
Yay. teespring.com/no288.
teespring.com/no288. That's where I got it from. And you can get one too. And it can have our logo on it.
All right, Chris, did you get your last bid snuck in there?
Sold.
Waiting for Lorna to pop up who it was sold to.
Oh, no, he didn't bid.
I thought maybe he snuck one in.
No.
Oh. Well, thank you, Lorna. Thank you, Chris. All right. 1974 is my birth year. So that makes this a cool piece of silver for me.
Got it.
Well, thank you.
If you're in the volunteers group or the swap shop group, I actually put a link in there this morning to the new WhatsApp group, which is the call to action. And I called it the VIP supporters group. More of a call to action group than anything else. But anyway, so if you're in any of those groups and you want to come and join the thingy group, please do. Chris, in actual fact, you could, if you want, copy the link for that. Or should I do it? I'll do it.
No, I can do it, but what are you trying for the link for what?
The link for the VIP supporters group in case anybody wants to join it.
Oh, let Chris do that. I don't know how to do the WhatsApp stuff. See,
Yeah,
see,
so
there's stuff I don't know how to do.
I know what to do. I have to go here. I'm learning things.
Oh, Chris.
Copy link. And then go back to there. Post it there. There you are. So if you would like to join in and be one of the VIP supporters on the call to action WhatsApp group, of which there are 13 at the moment, and then be able to put a comment on this big 25,000 points video that we're going to do every Friday, so that you can buy and join in with some of these auctions, then click on that link, join the group, and we will tell you what categories to do, and you'll go off and join loads and loads of groups on Facebook. We'll tell you what categories, and then we will tell you what video. What? So crack on with that. Next. I'm trying to give you not as much talking to do because of your cold.
No worries. I'm trying to mute when I cough, and I was just laughing because you looked up just as I coughed, so I wasn't sure if I muted, and I think it's because I covered my face. I do apologize if I cough.
So I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to put it up with the option. So you're bidding on one coin. One coin is what you're bidding on. But there are two bidding on one coin. So at the end, I'm going to say to the winner, do you want the one? Which one do you want? Or do you want both for double? See? And if you don't want it, then I shall go to the next person that bid. Right. So
I just figured out what Ron's been talking about for the last 5 minutes, and it was just funny. He wants the silver W. So we'll try for tomorrow.
Yeah, you won't win it back. I think you need to win some more points before you get me to put that up. The last one of those sold for 18,500
points,
which we all know was overpriced, but that's what it sold for.
I'll pick it one of these days.
But, you know, this is where people are going to start getting a bit serious now and winning a few extra points to get really involved with these auctions. Do you know what I mean? Because every week, 25,000 points is going to someone. So you've got an aviation or a Jane Austen, right? Aviation or a Jane Austen. But you would never get both of these for points only on our website. That's why I'm doing it instead of putting them up as a fixed price sale. Because the winner is going to have the option of whether they want the other one as well or not. So you are bidding on, so basically you're just bidding and the winner gets to choose. So you don't have to write down what one you're bidding on or anything like that. The winner of the auction, we will say to the winner, which one do you want? And the winner will either say, I want one or the other, or the winner will say, I want both. Right? But the bid is for one coin. So if you have both, it's double. So Chris Dyer bids 5,000. He's bidding 5,000. And at the end of it, if Chris wins, I shall say, which one do you want?
Is that the aviation?
That's the aviation.
That's actually a pretty cool looking coin.
Now, the Royal Mint only put, or so they say, they put 400 of those into circulation, just 400. That was it, Butch.
It's cool that they have the landscape underneath it. So the plane's flying over. So it's, yeah. Oh, that is awesome. The War in the Air.
Yeah. They put 400 of those into circulation.
Very nice. How many did they produce total?
Oh, we don't know.
You don't know what the mintage is?
No, because the Royal Mint can, at will, remint within X amount of years. And they won't tell us what the X amount of years is. So it could be 3, 4, 5 years. So they could have made more. We don't know. But they made a load for the sale market and they made 400 for circulation. Jane Austen, they only made 1,860 for circulation. 1,860. So this coin, the aviation, is actually the rarest £2 coin that's been made for circulation by the Royal Mint. Is what you can say with that.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So we're counting down from 20.
And this is for the option, one or the other?
One or the other, yeah.
You can buy both, but you have to pay the same price. So, yeah. When it ends at 10,000 points, you get the choice of one, the other, or both for 20,000.
Exactly. Add, please.
Whoops. All right, guys.
All righty then. And off we go again.
And we are at 10, and Chris opened with 5,000. Nobody else is bidding on it. Does nobody else want this?
Yeah. Someone coming up the stairs.
Is it Logan?
Yeah.
With a cup of tea?
No. It's Logan coming upstairs to go for a wee. And now he's going to have a go at me and moan at me because I've just told everyone he's having a wee.
He's having a wee. Well, you didn't tell everybody he sits when he wees, so.
Oh, I don't know.
Simon jumped in with 2,000. Aw.
2,000. What we on with?
Yeah, it's a little low.
Oh. Why did it time him out though?
if I can sneak that in. Oh, posted the wrong one. Oh, I don't know.
And again, didn't seem to work, did it? Your little sneaky move there. Trying to be
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was distracted.
You was being sneaky with your 6,000 at the last second.
If I was being sneaky, I would have typed it in the right window.
And Chris was
I was like, ah! Yeah, Chris just
ready
jumped
for
it. Fine, Chris.
He knew what you was doing. He was ready for you. He had his bid already there, and all he had to do was go back.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, Logan. Got a set for you. Oh, yeah, deduct that one. Only one to deduct.
It's a cool coin.
I'm with you.
Cherie, how you doing, darling? Good to see you. Good morning.
Thank you.
Cherie lives in Michigan. She's up early to join us this morning. It is 6:30 a.m. there. Thank you, darling. Cherie Ward, she is great. She does coon hunting and raises dogs and does all kinds of really cool stuff.
Okay.
If you haven't subscribed to her, you need to. Oh, my bar isn't showing. Does it show on this? Oh, see?
We're on a going. Stop rabbiting when we're in an auction. Hang on a minute. Stop talking to your girly friend Cherie for a second. We've got the auction finishing.
I know. I'm waiting.
Sold.
Sold.
Chris Dyer.
Well done, Chris.
It's funny, isn't it? A little while ago, Butch just made that throwaway comment. He went, and when this sells for 10,000, you can have the option of whether you have double for the other. And as it happens, it sold for 10,000. So
subliminal. It's not only for 288.
So, Chris, which one would you like, mate? Do you want one or the other, or do you want both at 20? Both.
Do you say both? Yes.
Yeah.
I was hoping he'd pick the Jane Austen. I'm joking. The aviation's a cool coin. All right.
Okay, so if you deduct the 20,000 from Chris, please.
I will. Yep. Oh, can I talk to my girlfriend now?
You can talk to her.
She's still
Hello,
sick too.
Nice to see you, Cherie. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. She's good people. Oh, I was going to say I got her sticker up here.
So
right
where
there.
is she? Oh yeah, because you collect stickers over there, don't you?
Yeah. So her sticker's right there. It's hard to see up there.
Yeah. So what are you looking at her on? Because she's obviously not on here. So are you looking at her in your feed or a Facebook feed or something? I'm sorry. Where are you seeing Cherie?
Oh, she's in my channel. She's in my channel.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
So
that's why you can't see her. That's why I keep.
It's only you then that sees all of the comments from all of the places.
Yes.
It's not all of the comments appearing on the feed.
You will only see people that are
I only see
the Great British Coin Hunt.
Got you. So if somebody was on your YouTube feed right now or on Chris Dyer's YouTube feed and they're answering this live on their feed, we wouldn't see the comment. Only you would.
Only I will.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a bit unsure of that.
She's in chat. Yep.
Okay, cool. Nice to have you with us, Cherie. No. I'm only playing with him, Cherie.
Soundwave brought up a point
Yeah.
that he's tried to make before, that a lot of people don't have points in their account to do the auctions.
You, Kelly.
And that's fine. That's fine. You know how to earn points. If you want to earn points, you can go earn them. There's ways to get points. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not understanding the comment though.
No, he wants.
because no one has enough points, unfortunately. Can people watching leave a think? If
Yeah.
you have,
And Soundwave, it's the person that wants it. If they want it, they'll bid on it. And I know you don't have very many points right now.
yeah, I got it. I got his thing now.
You got it.
Can people watching leave a thinking face if you haven't got more than 5,000 points in your account, and then we, because he says they, then we can get an idea of the people that haven't got it. I already know the people that haven't got the points in their account. Remember, I can just look at them all. I know exactly how many points Ian Russett has got, and I know exactly how many Soundwave Man's got, and I know exactly how many Chippy Doodle's got, and all the rest of it. Now, the thing
Angela.
is, I was just going to say, the thing is, I do deals sometimes with people. So, for example, Angela won't mind me saying, I've done a deal with Angela before now, and I've bought coins off Angela, and I've paid her in points. You know, I've done a deal with Soundman Man and paid him in points. I've done a deal with Hannah and paid her in points, and so on and so forth. Now, if you want to buy points, someone was just asking a question there by text. If you want to buy points, you can buy points, but if you want 50 quid's worth of points, you've got to pay 50 quid.
If you pay through admin, it doesn't work right. It's not pretty.
No, I mean, I will gladly give somebody 50 quid's worth of points if they give me 50 quid, no problem, because it means there's no difference to me. You know, you're spending the points, you're spending 50 quid, don't matter. But none of you want to give me 50 quid for 50 quid's worth of points. You would want to give me 10 quid for 50 quid's worth of points. I understand that. But that is like self-deprecate. That's just suicidal, business-wise. So at the moment, there are going to be those of you that have got lots more points than someone else. At the moment, Butch has got probably more points than anybody else at the moment. However, he still uses them up and buys things. And I do private deals with Butch as well behind the scenes. So to extract points off him, I'm always thinking about how I can extract the points back out of people.
And mystery packages killed me last week.
Yeah. You know, so I find a way of bringing them down. But you ain't going to win loads of points unless you're prepared to do something. And this idea that I've come up with for the 40 groups and shares and all of that, that is massive, because if you've seriously got the time, we'll go and open another Facebook account. Make it a real one, but go and open another one. You know, make a Facebook account.
And the points are supposed to be fun. We're giving you an opportunity to get stuff you normally wouldn't be able to get with the points. And there are certain things that I want and I grab, but we're trying to make the auctions more accessible to people who have points, because before, when we were doing them just for cash, that was cutting a bunch of people that would normally be able to get in and out.
Yep. I mean, there's 3 people that are watching this stream right now that I know, absolutely guaranteed, there are 3 people that could win everything I put up because they've got enough points. Any one of those 3 people could have torn Chris to shreds right now and took that bid far outside of what Chris could afford to pay. But that doesn't help us. That doesn't do the Great British Coin Hunt any favours, and it wouldn't do us any favours being like that. So Butch has his own limits on. He'll decide, I want that coin, and I don't care what I've got to pay for that coin, because that one I want. But on another one, many, many times, he's gone, no, fair's fair. I'll let somebody else have it. I don't want it that much that I'm going to just go over the top on it, because my points, I treat them like money. And he does. He treats his points like money, whereas you treat them like a prize. He treats 500 quid's worth of points like 500 quid. You don't. You treat 500 quid's worth of points like 50,000 points. You know, a little bit of a difference.
No. All right. Yeah, definitely. Sure reward. The points are part of the giveaways. So when we do our giveaways during the show, we give away points. If you buy stuff on the website, you get points. There's all kinds of points mixed in. And that's what we're using for auctions right now. I think it's a 5-pound poppy.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
It was the last thing we were going to auction today.
I thought we did that.
No, not yet. We
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about it yesterday, and then somebody reminded me. Chris Spree reminded me. Oh, and
Yeah.
Chris, I put an explanation in your points. That was my mistake. So if you have any questions about it, give me a holler. I took the auction winnings last week away from the wrong person, so I added it back, and then I took it. It was Chris that had actually won the auction, and I hadn't taken the points from him.
Okay.
So if he
Cool.
has a question about that, I'll be more than happy to talk about it.
So there is something that just happened there as well. I just got a message. I saw a message through, and it said, "What if somebody wins an auction and they haven't got enough points, and can they buy the equivalent in cash instead?" Now, think about this, right? I just auctioned off a Jane Austen and an aviation, and as far as I'm concerned, Chris, who won the auction, has paid far over the odds for that, because he's paid the equivalent of 100 quid each. Right? Now, if you win the auction and you beat Chris, you go, I'll have 100, I'll go 11,000 points, I'll beat Chris, right? So you're not going to give me 110 quid. See, so there's no point in thinking about buying points. If you want to buy points, physically buy points, the only points that you can buy are a serious investment. Whack your credit card for 1,700 quid, you get 500,000. Whack your credit card for 3,000, you'll get 1,000,000 points. That is the only way I'm selling points from that kind of investment point of view. If I just carried on, started selling people points, 50 quid's worth for 20 quid, well, that would do me no favours at all. All that does is devalue my site. You know, in a way, it devalues products a bit. You know, you could say, well, you're devaluing the product anyway, because you've just got Chris to pay 100 quid each for a Jane Austen and an aviation. And at the moment, the best that they're worth is 40 quid each. Well, yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
But that was his choice, right? His choice was to pay over the odds for it. And now he's just used up 20,000 points. So if I put something up juicy tomorrow, he might think, oh, God, I wish I hadn't used them 20,000 points yesterday. I could have bought that today. Well, he won't be able to now. You can't have your cake and eat it. You know what I mean? There's good things going on. So just bear all these sorts of things in mind a little bit. And come this Friday, there's going to be a new person at the table, because someone's going to win 25,000 points this Friday. Now you've got a new bidder at the table.
And watch it be me. I would have to, I would have to probably roll it over or give some good stuff away. Yeah.
Now you're allowed to win because you're doing the work. It's just that I can't win, and neither can John.
I get that, but yeah, still.
Both me and John have got 1,000,000 points in our account. So what? 25,000 points is no good to us. We already have 1,000,000.
Hey, the money doesn't matter when you print it.
No. When you're printing the money, it's the materials. Best I can do is do you lot a favour and say, okay, if me or John win it, we'll have
assign a value to it.
100 quid on, yeah. And as Soundwave Man has said, very, very, very important, and it's always good to bear this in mind. As I always say, he says there are two sides to the same coin. There's always two sides to everything. There's always a different way of looking at something. You can look at one way and think, and then look at it another way and think, quite right. So let's get on to it then, shall we? I've had a good look around. I can't find another one of these. I've looked in my box of Bitsies and Bobsies. There isn't another one of these. So that's the one that's made up of all the different poppies. And it's a 2018 one.
Is that 5 pound?
Yes. It's a 5 coin, and it is Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah. Pardon
Pull
me.
up an image real quick. Oh, pretty image.
Now, there's a few people that are on here that are in our VIP call to action group at the moment, And just to let you know, for the next 2 weeks, for the rest of this week and next week, Kelly is changing her job role. Kelly is working on this full time. She's going to be helping to make sure that this group is managed and managed properly. She's going to be the one that's going to be counting people's shares and one thing and another. And no doubt you'll all be counting each other's shares, but this is going to be happening over the next 2 weeks. So we're going to run it tight and we're going to run it strict, right? Because there's a lot riding on it. It's a buncy, Chris. It's a buncy one. And I've never taken it out of its thing since I've had it. And I've had it 2 years. So I've never touched it. And, oh, Chris, yesterday I stamped all the half pennies, the 67s. I think some pennies were being done today. How do we win 25,000 points? Nanny, there is a video up that says VIP Supporters Club. It's about 10 minutes long. You got to go and watch that video and really listen to what it says. But basically, in a nutshell, what you do is you share a post that I give you to 40 groups on Facebook. You then leave a comment on that video, and only the people that leave a comment on that video can be entered into the draw. And for people that don't do Facebook, there's nothing I can do about that. We'll come to something for people that don't use Facebook later. Or if you don't use Facebook at the moment, go and make a Facebook account and just use it for this. Don't use it for anything else. But make sure you put a profile picture up, make it real, don't make it false. Anyway, we're bidding on this at a minute. I digress.
And Jersey.
And we've got 1,500 from Nanny Sue, 2,500 from Chris Spree. Let's start the countdown.
Hey, Vern, how you doing, bud? I haven't seen you in a while.
You're welcome, Chris.
Hey, we're starting the countdown at 20. And Chris Spree has it for 2,500 points. We got Curious Dyer.
He's in there, 5,000.
In there for 5,000. It's a 5-pound 2018, lest we forget, commemorative coin. This is bunk. It is not silver.
Yep, bunky.
Size of a $50.
$50?
Nice and thick.
Size of $1, I reckon.
Hold it up.
Size of your biggest dollar. You haven't actually received a £5 coin yet, have you?
I do not have one yet.
No.
The 5-pound coin is the size of our 50-cent piece. It's larger than a quarter, right? It's larger than the 50p?
It's larger than a £2.
Yeah, so it's larger than our $50.
Yeah.
It's like the size of our Ike.
Yes. The biggest dollar you've got.
Oh, okay. That's a $50.
Right. So what's the biggest dollar you've got? Oh, I know what you've got. But you don't.
I'm listening.
Yeah, a crown. You've got a crown, haven't you?
No.
25p crown.
Somewhere.
Churchill or.
That's an Ike.
Yeah, no, this is bigger than that. I think this is slightly bigger than that. It's the same size as a crown. So if you've got a Churchill crown office, or if you've got a 97 crown, and if you haven't received them yet in any of your parcels, I know you've got one coming, but
the crowns I haven't gotten yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I got a lot of 50p's and I got the 3p's and stuff like that. And then I've got a.
Can we have an ad?
I've got the commemorative stuff, but yep.
Sorry about that.
Dun, dun, dun. Hold it up with a 50p. You got a 50p there? I'm doing it, Ron. All right, what do you have bidding at?
So you know the $5 and the $10 Olympics? Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Well, this is much bigger than the $5, and it's almost as big as the $10.
Okay.
So it's not quite as big as the $10. For a 50p, which I haven't got one up here, but a 50p would dwarf it. If I get a 2p coin, so that's a 2p.
Okay. A 2p is the size of our quarter. Nice.
It's, compared to the 2p, it's huge.
Okay, so it's the size of our eye.
Yeah,
Nice.
bigger. This is the 2p for the Ostomates one. So if you're buying any of the 2p's, they're all being done, put in the bag. This is the penny draw.
All right, so we got going twice, and it is 5,000 to Chris Dreyer, and that went quick. Sold. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, I believe that went to Chris for 5,000.
I think Chris got that. He did well on that. Because
Very well done, Chris.
Week, and do you remember how much it sold for? It sold for double, nearly.
How much it sold for new?
No, we did one of these in auction for points last week.
Oh, okay.
And it sold for double. I thought this one would go for a lot more, but it didn't. But I just think that's because maybe I did too much chirping.
No, it's the end of the show.
Okay, so that's 5,000 points.
And that's, yeah. So that went for 5,000 points. So anybody who had around that could have bid.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, they're being sneaky now. I like that. I'm not even gonna say. Ooh, that's awesome, Ron. You can't kick him if you're not a mod in that chat room.
Oh, he's in a different chat. He's in a different room now.
He's in my chat room talking with me during the auction. That is awesome.
Well done. Okay, so it's the last giveaway, haven't we?
Yeah, we got to do the two giveaways. All right, that is awesome. So I was wondering why people were getting away with it all of a sudden. They're in my chat room. Yeah. That's perfect too. That'll work. I mean, yeah.
How many people have we got, by the way, Butch? Let's have a recap. So at the moment, we're going out live on mine, live on yours, live on my Facebook, live on your Twitch.
We're not on Twitch today.
Not on Twitch. So we're going out live on 2 YouTubes and a Facebook and Lorna and Chris YouTube.
Yep.
Fine.
4 different YouTube channels and 1 Facebook channel.
And do we have space for any more yet?
No.
Okay, no more space for any more. But
so what they've done is that they limit the amount of channels that we can hook up to at the same time, and they limit the amount we can broadcast at the same time. We can hook up to 12 at a time, but we can only broadcast to 5.
Got ya.
The 12 number we can get raised, but we can only broadcast to 5s.
Okay, so where does it go from 5 to? Presumably, you pay them a bit more money, and then they let you do more than 5.
Their servers can't handle it.
Oh, you can only ever do 5.
You could right now. It's only 5 because after 5, the quality of service drops drastically.
Got ya.
Because I'm serving this video to 5 different places. I'm serving it to 5 different places, and it just they can't handle it more than 5 right now.
Got ya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is good. I mean, that's plenty. And then I'm streaming twice to the Great British Coin Hunt and to all 4 of those also. So
right. Okie dokie.
Because we got the coronavirus stuff is still up.
Yeah. Good.
What would you like them to type in?
I would like you to type in. Just so as you remember it, call to action group.
Call to action group. That'll give you an extra 100 points if you're selected.
Call to action group. That is the WhatsApp group that we've got, the VIP Supporters Club group, for this idea that we're trying right now, and we want a few more people to join that.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah, I'd like to get that up to 25. That's my first target.
So we need to double it.
Yeah. So we just need to double. You know.
Hey.
You want to win big, you've got to be prepared to help us get the word out, and that means doing a bit of work.
Hey, Paul Radford's with us today. All right, Paul. Welcome back, Popcoin. Vern, yep, it's just you and Cherie in my room. Oh, Ian Menham got his butt in here. About time. How you doing, bud?
Oh, yeah.
All right. You got about 5 more seconds.
Ian's over there on the call to action group with us. He came in yesterday, I think it was.
Splendid.
Yesterday.
All right. This is unfiltered. I got to re-pull it. Okay, we're going to ignore that. I'm not going to show who won because I got to pull it again.
Okay.
I didn't. Oh, no, wait. This is the right one. I filtered duplicates on this one. Never mind. So we are going to use that winner.
Okay.
The Honey Monster, Dean's dad. All right.
Honey Monster. Okay. 60 seconds, Honey Monster. If you happen to be watching, all you got to do is say, I'm here. And you
He's
win.
cool.
60 seconds.
What a great channel. Thank you.
Last time he won, he sent a message and said, I didn't enter the competition. But if you're watching Honey Monster, you just by leaving a comment, you enter the competition, whether you know you're entering it or not. So even though you're not entering it to win, you're entering it to be on my side. And if you're on my side, it means a rollover.
Did we oh, he didn't post. I thought he said something. They should be going live, so he's probably getting ready for that.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Your time's up.
If Moira or Dean or anybody's watching, tell Honey Monster, come in quick. He's got 15 seconds. Or it's a rollover. That's it. Rollover. And then the last draw of the day will be the Patreon one.
So,
and then I'll get to work downstairs with Kelly because we're on this call to action group. Working on that.
Okay. Well, even if it wasn't him, I would have given it to him. But it's all good. I can tell you in about 2 seconds if it was him or not.
What's that? Well, whether that was the Honey Monster actually leaving the comment.
No. No, he said in another chat that it wasn't him. He didn't enter the giveaway. It wasn't him. It's just fine.
Yeah,
so it's a rollover.
He left a comment, but that he wasn't leaving a comment to enter a competition. He probably didn't know we were doing draws on it.
All right. So that was for 10,000 points giveaway comment video. How could you not know what it was?
Who? Me?
No, just in general. Anyway. It's all right.
Yeah, well, that was. How many points was that for? 1,000 again?
For 1,000.
1,000. So now we're on to Patreon. And people have been going back into the Patreon one. Soundwave Man and others have been coming in here and leaving more related comments. Which is
we got Soundwave again. Or finally today.
Soundwave, and the comment is what? 611?
611.
Okay, roll over again. Ah,
All right. So for tomorrow, it'll be Patreon. It'll be 1,400 points. And the 10,000 comment video will be 1,100.
1100. Excellent.
Woohoo!
Woohoo.
All right. Channel of the week, Nanny Sue.
Yep. Channel of the week, Nanny Sue's. So go and give Nanny Sue's a little subs. Click on her.
Give her some love.
Give her some love.
Thanks, Burton and Shuri Wood, for hanging out in my room.
Thanks,
We
everybody.
will talk to you guys later.
Butch goes on to Discord, etc., and does a few bits and bobses. I will be going straight on to the call to action group. That's where my attention needs to be. I've got to be sorting out what videos are going to be posted on what groups, who's got room left to share and who hasn't, and one thing and another. So anybody that's in the call to action group, anything you need to ask, I'm there to as soon as I finish.
I'm going to go drain Chris of all his points.
Yeah, go take all Chris's points away.
That's awesome. Hey, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon there and you're yawning.
I know.
6 a.m. and I'm not yawning.
I know. You are.
I'm actually feeling pretty good right now.
I have to take my hat off to you, mate, sometimes because, it's so easy to forget that you're sitting there all chirpy and bright-eyed and it's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
I've gotten used to it. I crawled into bed yesterday at 8 o'clock because I was tired, not because it was time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Who's on Facebook? Nobody cares.
That's it. Last little look at my Jane Austen's, and if you haven't got a pair, you should have.
All right, everyone. That's it. We're done for the day.
We're done for the day. See me on the call to action group. Thank you very much.
Yep, I'll be on Discord.
Thank you.
Night. Bye.
Bye.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.